Okay, so this preset grew out of a video from John Cordy, which isn't unusual for me. He had done a preset, I believe on the Helix, that was a 80s lead tone. And when we say 80s here, we're not talking kind of studio 80s guitarist kind of thing. We've done that before. This is more of kind of that late 80s hard rock, heavy metal kind of tone. And it wasn't a typical lead tone that I would use a lot, but it was fun. And I wanted to see if I could reproduce it on the Quad Cortex. And when I did so, I just kind of kept going with it and used a Peavey amps to build out a whole preset that was kind of inspired again by that late 80s rock metal kind of tone. And so that's what we've got here. And you see we've got 5 scenes here. We've got a clean chorus tone, we've got a rhythm tone, a rhythm with a chorus, we've got a lead tone and a lead with a chorus. So let's start with a clean tone. So for the whole preset, I'm using the Peavey 505 amp. The rhythm model is used for the clean and rhythm tones, and the lead model is used for the lead tones. So on the clean tone, I've got the gain really low, 1.5. We're pushing a little bit of treble and presence, and we're pumping up the master because the gain is so low, and the bright switch is on. And then I've got a compressor on the front of that. I'm using an octo comp here. You can see the settings. And I've got a chorus on the end. It mixes 100%. We're in mode 4 on the DC 2W. And then the back end, we've got an analog delay, and I'm playing that into a hall reverb. So let's go ahead and hear what that sounds like on the clean tone. So again, we're going for that kind of clean, chorusy thing that you would get in some of that late 80s rock tone. So for the rhythm, what we do is we're taking away the compressor, we're taking away the delay on the back end, we're taking away the chorus, and you can see we're pumping up the gain to 7, adding way more mids, bringing the treble back, and on the front end, we're adding this Freeman overdrive pedal. And the reason I'm doing that, you can see there's no gain being added and no EQ being added. I'm just using the tight and trim to just tighten up that tone. Because without it, it can get a little loose. When I turn it on, it just tightens it up just a little bit, just to make it sound a little more accurate. And then this, all it does is add back in that chorus. So just kind of a fun chorusy rhythm. It's almost starting to approach some of that kind of 90s Van Halen-y kind of thing, but not too close. So I thought that was fun. And then on the lead tone, we're turning the compressor back on just to smooth out the attack, get some more sustain. I'm using the Freeman again, but I'm cranking the tight and bringing the trim down to 0 just to tighten it up a whole bunch. And then we're using the lead channel of the Peavey 505. And all of these are going through a Mesa 4x12 with V30s, by the way. I got a 57 and a ribbon 10. And we're introducing the delay for the lead tone. So it sounds like this. So that was the original lead tone that John Cordy had done with the Helix. And I'm like, oh, that's fun. And I tried to recreate it here. And of course, in recreating it, I started with his settings and then I just kind of followed my nose, so to speak. And then all we do here is we just add in the chorus. find the chorusy tone sounds best on the neck pickup. So anyway, that's this Peavey 80s tones preset. It's actually been up on my Cortex Cloud account for a while. I know a good number of people have already downloaded it, but I wanted to walk through it just to kind of talk about the thought process as I went through it. So if you haven't gotten it already, the link to my Cortex Cloud profile is in the description. As always, go out, grab this preset, play around with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.